Imagine you are given this type of question in your exam. How are you going to go about it? What is the percentage by mass of oxygen in aluminium sulphate dihydrate Al2SO4 into bracket 3.2H2O? Option A 14.29%, option B 25.39%, option C 50.79%, option D 59.26%. And you are provided with the mass of the element. Aluminium is 27, sulfur is 32, hydrogen is 1, oxygen is 16. So pay attention to the question. What is the percentage by mass of oxygen? So emphasis here is oxygen. Okay, so for you to know the percentage by mass of oxygen, you need to know the total mass of this aluminium sulphate dihydrate as a compound, and the name given to the total mass of this compound is called molar mass. So that means that the first thing we need to do is to calculate the molar mass of this compound. So let's go. So you write molar mass of Al2SO4 into bracket 3 then dot 2H2O. So how do we find molar mass? It is very simple. So each of the atoms or each of the elements that makes this compound has mass. They have mass. So when we sum up all the mass, when we had the mass of aluminium plus the mass of sulfur plus the mass of oxygen plus the mass of hydrogen plus the mass of oxygen, when we add them together, we are going to get our molar mass. There is something we need that molar mass for. So let's get to solve the molar mass first. So how do we go about solving the molar mass of this compound? So we go by saying how many aluminium is in this compound. If you look at it, 2, Al2. So you write 2. What is the mass of aluminium? It is given to us in the question, 27. So you write times 27. So you close the bracket. Plus the next element we have here is sulfur, right? So how many sulfur do we have in this compound? If you look at this SO4 is in bracket and 3 is written as a subscript, isn't it? So this 3 is affecting both sulfur and oxygen. Okay, so the sulfur that we have in this compound is not 1, it is 1 times 3. This 3 is affecting both, so you write 3 times, what is the mass of sulfur? It is given to us, it is 32, so you write it 32, then plus, we move on to the next one, which is oxygen. Now you have to be careful here. Oxygen, how many oxygen is here? 4, but this 3 is also affecting it. Just like the way I use this 3 to multiply the 1 sulfur that we have, I'm going to be using this 3 to multiply the 4 oxygen that I have in this bracket, and that will be what? 4 times 3. Then what is the mass of oxygen? That is 16. Do you see that? So I'm going to close the bracket, then plus, so we come to the water of crystallization. Let's come to hydrogen. Now how many hydrogen is here? 2, but there is a number of coefficients here. There is a coefficient here which is 2. So this 2 is affecting both hydrogen and oxygen. So although this is H2, so 2 times 2, that is 4. Okay, but what is the mass of hydrogen? The mass of hydrogen is 1, so times 4 times what? 1. Okay, so we close the bracket, plus another oxygen again, we open another bracket. So how many oxygen is here? It is not 1, it is 2. 2 times 1, 2, so you write 2. What is the mass of oxygen? The mass of oxygen is 16. Good. Now that we've done this, let's get our final answer. You can grab your calculator if you are with one. So 2 times 27, that should give us 54, plus 3 times 32, that should give us 96, plus 4 times 3 times 16. You might want to press it, 4 times 3 times 16, so that will give us 192. Okay, plus 4 times 1 is 4, then plus 2 times 16 is 32. So let's sum everything together. That will be 54 plus 96 plus 192 plus 4 plus 32. So that will give me 378. Now, what is the unit of molar mass? It is gram per mole. Alright, gram per mole. That is the unit of molar mass. Now you've gotten the total mass of this compound. Now, for you to get the percentage by mass of oxygen, you need to get the total mass of oxygen that is present in this compound. Alright, so how do we do that? So you will notice that before this dot we have Al2SO4 into bracket 3, and after this dot we have H2O, isn't it? Sorry, 2H2O. Good. So there is oxygen on this side, there is oxygen on this side. So we need to sum the total mass together. So we need to get total mass of oxygen. Okay, so how do we do that? So on this side, we know that the total mass of oxygen, we've calculated it before, 4 times 3 times 16. 4 times 3 times the mass of oxygen, which is 16. And what do we get? We get 192 plus the mass of oxygen at the water of crystallization side, which is what? 2 times 16, and that gave us what? 32. So by the time we sum it up, 192 plus 32, and that will give us what? 224, same unit, gram per mole. So therefore, how do we find percentage by mass of oxygen? Very simple. So you will say total mass of oxygen, which is 224, divided by the molar mass, which is the total mass of the compound. And what is the value? 378. Because they said percentage, you multiply it by what? By 100. So in this regard, you say, so let's divide it. 224 divided by 378. So what do you have? You have 0.59259 times 100. So let's try and leave our answer in 2 decimal place, and that will give us 59.26%. So you will see that our answer is obviously D. So D is the correct answer. So this is how you go about this type of question. So I will want you to also attempt this question and let me know your answer. So you are given this question. So let me write it for you. You are given this question. Calculate the percentage by mass. Calculate the percentage by mass of oxygen in CaNO3 into bracket 2.4H2O. Okay, so you can call the name of this compound calcium nitrate tetrahydrate. All right, so you are given the mass of calcium to be 14. So you will be needing it. Mass of nitrogen to be 14, mass of hydrogen to be 1, and mass of oxygen to be 16. So there is no option for this, so just let me know your answer, but leave your answer in 2 decimal place. So let me know your answer and I will tell you whether you are right or you are wrong. And if you have any question as far as this calculation is concerned, let me also know. And if there is any particular topic you do not understand, comment it and we might treat it.